Mr. Russell third, and Mr. Satterthwaite fourth. North Ogden used to be known for a sense of community that has declined over the years. How would you bring that back? And please be specific.
Well, in the 8 years that I've been here, what I've seen that is dividing our beautiful community more than anything is an unwillingness to compromise. Whenever we approach an issue from a standpoint of I have all the right answers and I'm unwilling to listen to your viewpoints, then that's when we're going to end up with division and we end up with the issues that we're having in the community. What I would bring is there have been on the Public Works Committee a number of times where I felt like we were headed in a particular direction and that was the direction that we could go. I can think of one instance where I even had a motion on the table. And then after listening to a couple of individuals speak, one of which was Mayor Candidate Bigler, I had different information brought to my mind that I hadn't considered. It was beyond my scope of expertise. And so hearing that information, I withdrew the motion because I suddenly realized I needed to take more time to think. And I think when we're willing to do that, when we're willing to listen to each other, when we're willing to step off of our pedestals and compromise, then this community will heal and we'll come back together.
Okay, Mr. Urick.
First of all, I didn't want more questions. I don't like debates. But I will say this, I moved to North Ogden in 1972. It's still a great place to live. And it starts with me and my family and how we treat each other and how we treat our neighbors. And it'll go forth from there. I think we have some great traditions that take place in North Ogden. And there's some great things that are happening in North Ogden. I think we need to just be civil with one another, and I agree with Mr. Swanson. We need to look at the other one's point of view, and there has to be sometimes compromises. The Constitution of the United States of America was a compromise. We wouldn't have that if people hadn't been willing to compromise.
Mr. Russell.
Agreement here too. I think one of the things that I would not participate in is, and I've heard this in council meetings that I've attended, kind of those people from Ogden that play soccer on our fields, those people on the other side of town, or those people that maybe believe in different things. I would not do that, so that'd be one thing that I would do. As far as the press policy, I think that's hurt us too. I would intend not to follow the press policy, and at the same time, though, I would be courteous to the other council members. And the other thing is, like these gentlemen have said, Stephen Covey's statement, seek to understand before you seek to be understood. Normally when people have a point of view, and I've tried to express that earlier tonight, that you try to understand, okay, now why would they want that? And you understand the good in what they're saying, and that can alter your opinion. And I do think compromise is a virtue in and of itself and can be done to where we can unify ourselves. So those would be the things that I would do.
Mr. Satterthwaite.
I think we need to recognize that we have a good system of government and we need to follow the system that's there. It provides for a city council. There are 5 individuals on that council. The people vote them there. And there's going to be diversity, different opinions on the council. I think the council needs to work together, talk together, and when the vote is taken, however the vote goes, we go with it. There just can't be contention there. We need to agree that that's the way we work. We have a system where we can elect educated, experienced individuals who have opinions, and they can share that discussion amongst themselves. But once the vote's taken, we go with it and move on.
Thank you. I have an interesting question to me. I wonder if it's of interest to a lot of you. Who of you want to know how these folks feel about beekeeping?